Welcome to South Asia Today, a show that provides you the glimpses of South Asia. I'm your host, Shivangi Mishra. Let's begin with the headlines first. Japanese company NTT Communications lead to significant CO2 reduction in agriculture. POK residents seek help from the Indian Prime Minister, raised slogans at LOC. And tradition, rhythms and cultural extravaganza light up Ganesh Chaturthi in India. Let's begin the show. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's recent actions, driven by political motivations, have sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. His unsubstantiated accusations against the Indian government, made in pursuit of votes, challenge traditional diplomatic norms and sovereignty principles. So let's delve into the consequences of Trudeau's actions and their potential consequences on international relations.
Over the past number of weeks, Canadian security agencies have been actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link between agents of the government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
In a startling development, the usually calm and measured world of international diplomacy found itself rocked by the political ambitions of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Trudeau's aspirations for political gain on the home front appear to have clouded his judgment on the global stage. His unsubstantiated accusations against the Indian government, delivered with fervour within the confines of the Canadian Parliament, have left diplomatic relations between Canada and India hanging by a thread. In a bid to secure votes from Canada's influential Khalistan supporters, Trudeau has taken an ill-conceived, short-sighted step of levelling serious accusations against the Indian government. He alleges Government of India's agents' involvement in the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Sikh separatist leader residing in Canada who had been designated a terrorist by India.
As I've said, India, the government of India, needs to take this matter with the utmost seriousness. We are doing that. We are not looking to provoke or escalate. We are simply laying out the facts as we understand them, and we want to work with the government of India to lay everything clear and to ensure that there is proper protection.
What makes this accusation particularly eyebrow-raising is the stark absence of concrete evidence to back these charges, leaving many, including the opposition leader, to question the wisdom of Trudeau's actions in the realm of diplomacy. Trudeau's actions have set in motion a series of events that have sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. His move challenges the traditional notions of sovereignty and mutual respect between nations, and it has not gone unnoticed on the international stage. This move also threatens to unravel years of collaborative efforts between Canada and India, and serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance that diplomacy seeks to maintain. Trudeau's relentless pursuit of implicating the Indian government in Nijjar's murder has been met with skepticism and disbelief in India. Moreover, his actions are perceived as an unwarranted intrusion into India's sovereignty, a line that should never be crossed in international relations. India, not one to take such allegations lightly, responded with decisiveness. It expelled a Canadian diplomat with a swift hand, leaving no room for ambiguity about its displeasure with Canada's groundless allegations. India also suspended the visa application review process at its High Commission and consulates in Canada, citing security concerns as the driving force behind this decision.
You are aware of the security threats being faced by our High Commission and consulates in Canada. This has disrupted their normal functioning. Accordingly, our High Commission and consulates are temporarily unable to process visa applications. We will be reviewing the situation on a regular basis.
This stern response underscores India's unwavering commitment to safeguarding its global image and its desire to maintain diplomacy rooted in mutual respect and evidence-based discourse. Trudeau's unsupported accusations have not only exposed a glaring lack of diplomatic finesse but have also disrupted the delicate balance of international relations. Maybe Trudeau and his team are not aware it is imperative to adhere to the principles of truth, honor and sovereignty in international diplomacy, the bedrock upon which diplomatic relations are built. Canada has already been seen as a safe haven for extremists and those who seek to disrupt global peace. As it grapples with the fallout from these allegations, it must also contend with the broader implications for its diplomatic standing.
If there is any country, if you're talking about reputational issues and reputational damage, if there's any country that needs to look at this, I think it is Canada and its growing reputation as a place, as a safe haven for terrorists, for extremists and for organized crime. And I think that's a country that needs to worry about its international reputation.
In a landscape where diplomacy is an art form, Trudeau's accusations serve as a stark reminder that political expediency should never overshadow the principles of responsible diplomacy. Canada now finds itself facing an uphill diplomatic challenge. Trudeau's accusations have not only strained relations with India but also raised concerns about Canada's reputation on the international stage. Japanese companies have been placing a lot of emphasis on technical innovation. On one side, NTT Communications is assisting Fukui Prefecture in reducing carbon dioxide in agriculture. On the other hand, JFE Engineering has unveiled state-of-the-art 5G innovation plant in Tokyo. Have a look.
Japan's leading global provider of information and communications technology solutions, NTT Communications, is helping to reduce CO2 in agriculture. Based on collaboration with Yanmar Holdings, this project is moving forward. It is well known for its agricultural equipment and facilities. This project aims to get advantageous carbon credits. In Ono city of Fukui, prefecture paddy fields are spreading to produce rice. Methane gas is created in large quantities throughout the growth process, with the greenhouse effect being 25 times greater than that of carbon dioxide. NTT Communication provides a sensor named Miharis in the paddy field for the reduction of methane gas, enabling it to get big carbon credit.
あちらに見えますのがですね、農業 IoT のミハラスといったようなソリューションになっております。水位であったりだとか、地温であったりだとか、様々な情報を取得することができるようなソリューションになっております。連動させていただきまして、エビデンスをもとに提出させていただくことによって、クレジットを創出しようといったようなところで今進めております。
The extension of mid-term paddy field drying up is being done in Ohono City paddy field. Methane gas is produced during the cultivation of rice crops. NTT Communications and Yanmar prolonged the mid-term paddy field drying period by 7 days. It reduces 30% of methane gas.
これからはやっぱり見える化ということでパソコンで管理して例えば中干ししましたか終わりましたかっていう時にパパッと叩けばいついつですよ次年度その次っていうのに対してすごく多分参考になると思うのでこれからはそうやっていくべきじゃないかなって思います。
メタンガスを抑えた水耕栽培の技術というものはここでしっかりと確立をして世界に展開をして世界全体の水田作りにも貢献していきたいと思っております。
例えば東南アジアの方が日本からでもこの日本の営農支援を受けられるそういったような環境も整備していくような必要があるというふうに考えておりますので海外というところを見据えつつ日本でJ クレジットを創出するといったようなところをまず進めていきたいなというふうに考えている次第です。
NTT Communications in Myanmar promote steady rice crop production and brand it as Keep Environment Rice. JFE Engineering is a leading business in the waste treatment and electricity generation sectors. Additionally, in the building of energy facilities, pipelines and bridges. JFE Engineering set up a 5G digital innovation plant using an old waste incineration facility. It prepares a high-speed 5G facility with a large capacity. It enables never delay and multiple access. It is freely open to any companies and institutes to investigate digital innovation plans.
実物大のプラント設備を持っていることが、一番大きな特徴となっています。このプラントは弊社が、開発した、清掃工場の、焼却炉の実験施設となっております。こちらはプラント分野で非常に関心の高い安全安心といった、観点でのソリューションの、展示となっています。ヘルメットをかぶっていない人物を検知してこういったアラームを上げることが可能です。
The 5G facility ensures safety at work. It can detect workers who are not wearing helmets and make sound alarm. The 5G innovation plant is seeking unmanned operation. It is available to investigate the autonomous operation of plant with AI analysis. Also available distant driving or unmanned operation of big machine tools, including detecting by drone operation, observation of safety and safe operation of robots.
無線通信に限らずこのプラントの構造物がこちらの施設の特徴になっておりますので、この構造物の中でエンドユーザーさんに収める前段階での検証で使っていただくことも目的としておりまして、各社さんそういうことでご利用をしております。新しいソリューションを生み出してJF エンジニアリングと一緒にですね、プラント業界各社さんに付加価値ある設備を収めることを今後計画していきたいと考えています。
JFE Engineering's 5G innovation plant is developing toward unmanned plant operation and large cooperation with business partners.
Now we take a look at some happenings in Asia in a segment called Asia Watch.
One of the many missiles that erupted in Iraq's Mosul during the war against Islamic State militants happened to fall close to then teenager Zaid Ammar, robbing him for his right leg and 3 fingers on his left hand. For years after his injury, Ammar described feeling hopeless and trapped, unable to live his life to its fullest. While he received prosthetic limb in 2019, Ammar said it was a very basic one without joints that meant moving was still difficult for him. But after receiving more developed prosthetic limb this year, Ammar said he gained a new lease on life, even going as far as hiking and climbing mountains. According to the International Committee of the Red Cross, Iraq is facing a scarcity of skilled practitioners in the physical rehabilitation sector. The ICRC estimated last year that 600,000 Iraqis are in need of physical rehabilitation services, of whom over 200,000 require a prosthesis or orthosis. Bulgarian farmers lined up hundreds of tractors on a field close to Sofia ahead of protests in the capital after Bulgarian lawmakers voted to lift a ban on importing Ukrainian grain. Farmers said they were finding it hard to compete with cheap imported agricultural goods and said they wanted tighter restrictions on imported goods until local producers could get better prices. Bulgaria was one of 5 countries covered by a ban on sales of some agricultural products from Ukraine that expired after the European Commission decided not to extend it. Poland, Slovakia, and Hungary announced their own unilateral restrictions on imports from Ukraine. Kyiv retaliated by filing complaints with the World Trade Organization. The resolution passed by the Bulgarian parliament said lifting the ban would not put the competitiveness of Bulgarian agricultural producers at risk. Israel closed crossing points with Gaza, preventing thousands of workers from getting to their jobs in Israel and the West Bank, following days of border demonstration that saw Israeli forces open fire and kill a protester a day earlier. The move stops more than 18,000 Palestinians from crossing for work, deprive the blockaded territory's ailing economy of around $2 million a day, according to local economists. A spokesperson for COGIT, the Israeli Defense Minister agency that coordinates with the Palestinians, confirmed that the erased crossing into Gaza was closed and said it would be reopened in accordance with situational assessments. The 18,000 workers' permits allowed by Israel bring in significant quantities of cash to a territory where, according to IMF figures, per capita income is only a quarter of the level in the West Bank and where unemployment is running at nearly 50% according to the World Bank.
The residents of POK are perturbed and agitated with the Pakistan-backed dispensation in the illegally occupied territory. A Kashmiri activist, Shabir Chaudhry, highlighting the state of affairs in POK on social media, reckoned massive anti-Pakistan protests are raging across every city, town and village, and residents near the line of control are pleading Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to get them freed from the clutches of Pakistan. We have a report.
Massive anti-Pakistan protests are raging across the illegally occupied territory of POK. Public in every city, town and village in POK has taken to the streets against the skyrocketing inflation, shortage of food and imposition of excessive taxes. A Kashmiri activist, Dr. Shabir Chaudhry, voicing the concerns of the general public, blamed Pakistan for the massive protests that have swept through the region. In a latest video he posted on social media, Chaudhry disclosed that the people in POK are grappling with high inflation, load shedding, food insecurity, unreasonable tax imposition, among several other concerns.
वहाँ पर मुझे पता चला कि इस वक्त बहुत बड़े बड़े मुजाहरे हो रहे हैं पाकिस्तान के ख़िलाफ़, क्योंकि भूख बांगड़े डाल रही है। बिल के जो है बिजली के बिल और दूसरे जो टैक्सेस हैं नाकाबिले बर्दाश्त हो गए हैं लोगों के लिए, और ज़ाहरों की हर जगह, हर शहर में, हर महल्ले में या हर गाँव में ये मुजाहरे हुए हैं।
He also admitted that the people in POK are seeking help from the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to free them from illegal occupation of Pakistan.
पाकिस्तान के इस्टेब्लिशमेंट तो परेशान है ही, लेकिन मेरे लिए जो हैरानगी की बात थी वो ये थी कि बहुत से लोगों ने सुना है कि LOC के नज़दीक जहाँ पर हिंदुस्तानी फ़ौजी सामने नज़र आते हैं, तो मुख्तलिफ जगह हैं ऐसी, तो उन्होंने कहा कि वहाँ पर खड़े होकर उन्होंने नारे लगाए और उन्होंने कहा कि मोदी को बोलो कि हमें भी आज़ाद कराए और हमारी जान बचाए, हम यहाँ पर भूख से मरे जा रहे हैं। तो यहाँ पर इतनी आटा इस तरह मिलता है, वहाँ पर कितना सस्ता मिल रहा है, तो हमें हमारी जान छुड़ाए इन लोगों से और आप आएँ और हमारी मदद करें।
He lambasted Pakistan for systematically exploiting their resources, corruption and wrong policies of the establishment. The people in POK are forced to pay high electricity bills, despite the region producing the most of the hydropower. The residents in POK are saturated with the miseries they have faced for the last several decades under Pakistan's misrule. They called for help from India, which stands as their beacon of hope in their quest for freedom.
Viewers, now we take you to immerse in the celebrations of the much-awaited festival of Ganesh Chaturthi. The festival is being celebrated with great devotion across India and other parts of the world. Ganesh Chaturthi commemorates the birth anniversary of the Hindu god Ganesha and is marked with the installation of Ganesh clay idols privately in homes and publicly on elaborate pandals. As the nation comes alive with devotion, music and festivities, we bring you a glimpse of the fervour and faith that define this remarkable celebration. Amidst the chants of Ganpati Bappa Moria, devotees once again welcome and open their doors to Lord Ganesha as they begin the grand celebrations of Ganesh Chaturthi in India and other parts of the world by bringing his exquisite statues to their various houses and communal pandals in huge processions and in a grand style. As the auspicious day of Ganesh Chaturthi approaches, families and communities come together with enthusiasm and devotion. These celebrations, which can span anywhere from 1 to 11 days, include rituals, the construction of pandals and their visiting, the wearing of vibrant costumes in parades, plays and musical shows, the offering of a variety of delicacies and sweets to the deity, and the immersion of idols in water bodies. In many parts of India, including western Maharashtra state, the festival is marked in an extravagant manner.
आज लाखों लोगों में उत्साह है। गणेश जी की तैयारी जोर से चालू है। आज आप देख रहे हैं बड़ा बहुत माहौल है। 4 दिनों से हम देख रहे हैं हर साल के ज़्यादा दुगनी चौगनी गर्दी अभी रास्ते पे है।
During the festivities, devotees welcome beautifully decorated Ganesha idols to their homes, offer special prayers and perform various rituals seeking Lord Ganesha's blessings for a prosperous and harmonious life. To please Lord Ganesha, devotees also prepared various delicacies including Puran Poli, Banana Shira and Shrikhand. They visit different marquees while praying and eating modaks, a traditional sweet dumpling made with flours of wheat and rice combined with coconut and jaggery and thought to be a favourite of Lord Ganesha. People perform religious hymns, dance to drum beats and let off fireworks through the 10-day celebration, all of which contribute a unique flavour to the joyous atmosphere.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। गणेश चतुर्थी में हमारा मनोकामना ये है कि विश्व शांति रहे, सब कुछ ठीक ठाक रहे, कोई झगड़ा विवाद नहीं होना चाहिए।
Bollywood actors and actresses too joined the celebrations and they called for an eco-friendly celebration of the festival. Bollywood actress Daisy Shah performed Ganesh Aarti at her residence. She shared her happiness in bringing the idol of Lord Ganesha.
बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब बापा घर आते हैं, खुशियाँ लेकर आते हैं, बहुत सारे लोगों को मिलने मिलता है जिनको आप साल में शायद 1-2 बार मिलते रहेंगे। 2 विशेस जो है वो हमेशा से कांस्टेंट रही है और आई डोंट थिंक कि ये 2 विशेस आई वुड वांट टू ट्रेड इट फॉर एनीथिंग एल्स। एक तो है एनिमल क्रूअल्टी को लेकर और दूसरी है कि मुझे इतनी स्ट्रेंथ दे कि मुझ में इतनी क्षमता दे या मुझे इतनी औकात दे कि अगर कोई मेरे पास आता है और मेरे से मदद मांगता है तो मैं उसे हेल्प करने की वो टाइम पे उतनी स्ट्रेंथ रख सकूं।
Lord Ganesha is considered the embodiment of wisdom and is widely revered as the remover of obstacles. As the festivities reach their peak, a bittersweet moment arrives when it's time for the elaborately painted and decorated idols to be immersed in water bodies, symbolizing Lord Ganesha's journey back to his abode. And as the echoes of Ganpati chants fill the air, India rejoices in the spirit of Ganesh Chaturthi, a festival that kindles the nation's traditions and unwavering devotion. It's time for me to wrap up today's episode. We'll be back next week at the same time. This is Shivangi Mishra signing off on the behalf of the entire production team of South Asia Today. Goodbye and take care.